everyone, how you doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for coming by and checking out my video. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to be doing a review and my first impressions on the brand new Monument Grills Denali 605 Pro. Now, man, I'm very excited about this grill for a lot of different reasons. Full disclosure, Monument Grills sent me this grill free of charge to kind of give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions. And Monument Grills has been very, very nice to me. This is the fourth grill they sent me. And so far, I've been very impressed with all their grills. But the reason I'm really looking forward to this one is this one's supposed to be like their flagship new grill. It's got improved infrared burners, it's got a searing station, brand new flame tamers, and this is supposed to rival the Weber Summit Series grills. And I just went on their webpage because, you know, Weber is kind of like the most well-known brand name. Those Summit Series grills cost $3,000, $4,000, all the way up to $5,000, okay? And I don't know the exact price on this grill yet because it's not even out yet, but I know they're known for making grills with all the features that the more expensive grills have, but at a lot less money. So that's one of the reasons I'm really looking forward to put this together and see what it can do. So stick around, guys. We're gonna unbox this thing, we're gonna put it together, and I'm gonna give you my honest thoughts. Let's get cooking. Alright guys, this grill's got so much stuff going on it. I got two separate boxes. And I'm not going to bore you with like, okay, connect this screw to this and do this. I just wanted to show you really quickly here how well packaged this is. Okay? Everything is in its place. We got some ties. I even got some wood reinforcement here. And this looks like maybe the box itself in here. I'm not really sure. But one thing I'm going to show you here, just walk around. I got these boxes on the table just to kind of help me here. And I did see some screws here. And that's what I really liked about Monument Grills in the past, is they organize everything in a nice little packet here. So it looks like I got a battery in here. I got some screws, some washers. They're all labeled here. You know, A, B, C, D, so it kind of takes the guesswork out of what screws I'm supposed to be using. And I see my instruction manual here. And yeah, you know, all the grills I put together in the past have been pretty straightforward and pretty easy. So I just wanted to kind of show you this, guys, you know, just to kind of, in case you're thinking about ordering one yourself and you're like, oh gee, I don't know how complicated this is going to get. I don't know if these are the only screws and fasteners for this grill, but if that's actually all that's there, I mean, look, we only got a handful of screws. So it doesn't look that complicated. But if something should change, I'll certainly let you know. But I'm going to get to work. I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to get to work putting this thing together. It's kind of late in the afternoon. I only got a few hours of daylight left, so hopefully I'll get this done tonight. And we'll see you in a little bit. Alright guys, I haven't really started to unpack anything. I was just kind of looking through the assembling and operating instruction guide here. And yeah, it looks like this is all that's required as far as putting this together. Not very complicated. Just like the latest grill that I put together from them, the Mesa series, that only required a screwdriver. And it looks like this is going to be the same thing here. Tools required for assembly. One Phillips head screwdriver. Luckily, I got a power one, rechargeable one. So yeah, I think this is going to be pretty similar to the last one I put together. You know, you put the base together first, and then you kind of put everything together. This has also got some lighted knobs, but I guess this one's now going to have bigger battery compartment. And yeah, 22 pages as far as, and it looks like it's fully assembled. So anyway, guys, enough talking. I'll be back when this is put together and we'll go over some of the features. All right, guys, I got done putting it together yesterday and I just threw the cover on it. And just one real nice thing I like above and beyond other manufacturers is Monument Grill gives you the cover. They also give you a rotisserie, and they give you a lot of other neat features. Let me get this cover off, and I'm going to kind of go over everything with this grill, and then at the end, of course, I'll tell you my pros and cons. All right, guys, here it is all put together. I apologize. We have some really bad weather. It's overcast. It's slightly raining, but this is the only day I'm going to be able to do this review, so please bear with me. But boy, first impressions, man, does it look nice. And it was relatively easy to put together. I did it myself, took a couple hours, and as I mentioned in the beginning, all you need is a Phillips screwdriver. So let me just go over some of the key features for you here. All right, guys, the first thing you're going to notice just looking at it is that big clear view lid. That's kind of become a trademark on a lot of the Monument grills. At first, I didn't think I'd like that, but you know, on the other one I had, the Denali 425, I really do like it because you can glance inside. You know the old saying, if you're looking, it's not cooking. So this way you don't have to open the lid every 5 minutes and just extend that cooking time, because everything cools down every time you open and close it. And it looks like they got some good technology as far as keeping that lid clean. I only had to clean my other one time, just wipe it down on the inside and outside after probably around 5 or 6 cooks, and everything came off relatively easy. The next thing I want to show you over here, we have an independent searing station. This is an infrared searing station. I've never used one of these before, but boy, am I looking forward to this. This will be great, especially since I sous vide cook a lot, to kind of put a nice intense sear on a steak after I sous vide cooked it. And that's nice that it's completely separate from inside. Just to show you, since we're on the talking about a searing station, you'll notice there are 6 burners here. I love the cast iron grate. We'll get back to that in a moment. But right here under this round one here, you'll see there is one additional infrared burner as well, right over this round grate. So you can also sear in here as well. This would be great if you're doing some indirect cooking. Maybe you're smoking something over here and you just have the burner over here on the far side, and then you just want to finish it up with a hot sear. Okay. Another thing, since we're looking at this right now, this round disc here, this comes out, okay? And they have some various attachments that you can put in here that fit. So they have a round griddle, which would be perfect if you wanted to make pancakes, or you wanted to do some eggs or some bacon or anything that a griddle is good for cooking on. They also have a pizza stone that you can put in this position, which is great to use your gas grill for a pizza oven. And they also have a crisp cut grate that's kind of will put those perfect sear marks on a steak, although you could obviously use this as well. And so really, really cool. I'm going to show you that right now. So here's what I was saying here. So here's the standard grate that comes with it. Here is the griddle. Here is the, what do they call, dual-sided sear grate. And then here's a pizza stone. Now this one comes with the grill free of charge. If you want any one of these threes, you'll have to purchase those separately. But just the fact that they have this built in, awesome idea. I mean, kudos to Monument Grills for thinking outside the box, okay? The other thing, it's got this nice warming rack on here, and just like my Denali, you have these little round things here where you can slide some chicken drumsticks here if you wanted to cook some drumsticks. And so that is a neat feature as well. Anyway, let me get these grates off, and I'll kind of show you the internals of the grill itself. All right, guys, before we go any further, I just want to talk about the grates for a second. These are really nice, not your standard grates that you get on a gas grill. These are porcelain-enameled cast iron grate, so they're much thicker than a normal grate you would experience on the gas grill, and these are going to last a long time. So that's something I really like. Again, Monument Grills seems to go the extra mile and give you some high quality stuff. So let's get over here and kind of look at the internals of the grill itself. As you can see, it's got the 6 burners and the 1 infrared. They have these new, they call them fire tamers, and these have been redesigned from the old ones. They're supposed to give you a little bit more heat than the old ones that came on the old Denali. And just to show you here, this is your regular burner, and then this is your infrared burner that goes right over that round, the round grilling surface there, built into your cast iron grates. So let me get these off and I'll kind of show you. All right, so now that I took the flame tamers out, the first thing I want to show you is we got a stainless steel base here for the firebox, which means it's going to be very durable and very easy to clean. Another nice feature from Monument Grills, definitely, you know. Each one of the burners has its independent igniter. So you don't have to ignite them in sequence or anything like that. You can just push the one, turn the things on, and then push this igniter button and light whatever one you want without having to go through a series like some of the older gas grills. We also have a separate one here for the infrared burner. This lights independently. You just kind of push it in, it'll click and ignite when you turn it on. So another nice feature. You can notice on the bottom there's a tray that kind of gets all that grease to go down through that little hole. Let me kind of show you how that looks like from the back of the grill. All right, so you can see here, nice stainless steel all the way on the back, easy to clean. And then on the very bottom is where you have this tray that's on the underside. And you can see the way they design it is it goes down, so all the grease will drip through this hole here. And then on the underside, they give you a little tray here, which you can collect the grease in and just kind of throw that away. And they include all this stuff with it. Now I'm probably going to line this with foil just to keep it cleaner, because foil is cheap and that way I could just throw the foil away when it gets too bad. But another great feature that a lot of gas grills do not have. So another thing I really like about this grill. All right, so just for a second, guys, I want to go over the burners themselves, and I want to compare it to the old Denali 425. I did a review of that. I'll leave a link below if you want to check that out. But on the old Denali, the highest temperature you could reach would be 680 degrees, and it would take around 10 minutes to get up to around 570. So with this new design, you can get to a temperature of 750 degrees, and you can get to 680 in around 10 minutes. So much quicker and much hotter than the old design. And you know, the main feature for this is you're going to have a more even heat distribution inside the grill, and this is going to be perfect for like most of your grilling needs. And then having that ceramic infrared burner is great too. That heats up to 700 degrees in around 10 minutes, and like I mentioned earlier, perfect for a quick hot sear, specifically if you sous vide cook like I do. So far I'm very impressed with the inside of this grill. It looks like it's very well constructed, and looks like it'll last for a very long time. All right, and another thing that I really like about the Monument Grills, including my old 425, and they also carried it over to this model, are these lighted dials. Now you have a little button on the side here that you push, and I apologize if the light's not the best here because it is overcast and it's a little bright, but I don't know if you can tell, these all light up white. So if you're kind of in the nighttime or in a dark situation, you'll be able to tell that these are all off. But as you turn them, they change color. And I don't know if you can see this, but now it's more like a red. But if you put it on low, it kind of goes to an orange. So this is nice to be able to look at this grill from across your yard and be able to tell which burners are on and which burners are off. Great feature. Now the old one powered this with a little battery pack that took some AA batteries, but you know, AA batteries don't last very long. And so what they did this time is they upped the battery pack, and I'll just show you, because right inside on the bottom here you have this new tray here that holds this battery pack, which holds 4 D batteries. So this is going to give you a much longer battery life than 4 AA batteries. In fact, Monument Grill says with this 4D batteries, you can run these lights up to 21 hours non-stop. Now this battery pack doesn't only run the lighted knobs, it also runs this temperature control unit, okay? So you just kind of turn this on here, and they have an app as well. They have an app as well that you can hook up to your phone, so you'll be able to tell the temperature of the food inside the grill just by looking at your phone. And you have 2 temperature probes, and thanks again Monument Grills for sending 2 temperature probes when you have 2 outlets on your grill itself. Usually you get one and then you got to pay extra for the other one. Another great feature of the Monument Grills, they give you those 2 probes. This one in the middle is a little USB. If you had a little power pack and your batteries went dead, you can actually power the unit itself by just plugging right into that as well. So great versatility built into this. Let me show you some of the other features, guys. So now going to the bottom of the grill, we have some nice caster wheels that you can lock in place by pushing down, and that's a nice feature as well. Very easy to roll this grill around and then lock it into place so it won't go flying if the wind blows. Now, to the doors. Very impressed with these doors compared to my old one. There's a magnet here, and these are double wall constructed here. So they're very thick, okay? And then in the inside here, this is something I've never seen in a grill before. This is obviously where you would put your propane tank, and this is obviously where you would hook it up. You know, and sometimes, especially older folks like myself, it kind of hurts. I got a sore back, getting down on your hands and knees, reaching in, trying to pull a heavy propane tank, or worse yet, trying to get it in there. So look at this neat feature. You have a little clip here that you flip up, and then this whole tray slides out. Move the thing back here, put in your propane tank, lock it into place, and then slide it right back in after you've connected it. What a cool feature. Makes it much easier. They also give you a little chain here with a little manual starter that you could put a match on in case your igniter battery goes dead. You could still light it safely and efficiently without having to burn yourself. And what I mean by that is you have your igniter here. It takes one AA battery, and you basically just push this and it'll light, you can hear it there, any of the burners that you have turned on. But eventually that battery will go dead. So in that case, you can just use a standard match and that holder to light any one of the burners as well. All right, like I said, 2 temperature probes come with the grill. And you know what else comes with the grill? Your rotisserie. I'm definitely going to have to try to cook some chickens and stuff with this rotisserie bar. And that's no extra charge with this grill. You get a total of 4 hooks for that rotisserie. So you could conceivably cook 2 chickens or maybe some other things, a pork loin or something like that. I'm really looking forward to try that. But the fact that that comes with the grill at no additional cost, wow. Again, more value for your money. And I think that's really what Monument Grills is going for, is to provide a grill that have all the features of the higher, more expensive grills, but at a fraction of the cost. And you're not really sacrificing quality, because everything is put together very well and it's designed well and it'll last a long time. All right, guys, one thing I didn't mention, right there's a little temperature probe that hooks up to the temperature box here to tell you what temperature everything is. So I just turned all these burners on. I'm going to close the lid, and we'll probably see this now as I close the lid, and as it warms up, the temperature will climb. I'm going to see how hot I can get this with all the burners, and hopefully you can see the red now, on high. Okay, I got a little heat sensor gun. We'll give this around 10 minutes, and we'll kind of go from there. You can also see how it's lit up here. See how it kind of changes color a little bit from orange to red to indicate again, when you look across the yard, what temperature everything's at. But boy, I am impressed. Let's just take a look at this one here as well. Same type of deal. We'll turn it on. I'll hit the igniter. There we go. Whew. And this will just be so convenient, like I said, for sous vide cooking, just being able to bring out some dried off steaks that just came out of the sous vide bath and give this a nice hot sear. So yeah, let me have all these kind of cranked for around 10 minutes. We'll come back and we'll take some temperature readings. All right, guys, it's been around 10 minutes and it's showing the grill is at 619 degrees and climbing. Let's take a look in here, and I could definitely feel the heat. You want to do one of these burn offs anyway before you start cooking, get all those chemicals and stuff. But boy, can you see this thing glowing red or orange there on that infrared ceramic burner? And it's like I got to step back because the heat coming off this thing is pretty intense. So let's just see. I got one of these guns here. 638 degrees, and this is saying 606. So you know what? Yeah, pretty impressive. Oh, 879. Let me just hold it. 941. If we get over here, We're kind of in the 600 range. Whew, it's hot. And then let's see what this infrared side one here. I did see some flames pop up on this one as well. Ooh. 1193, that can't be right. High. All right, well. Ooh, it is very, very hot. Wow, all right. So with all these on, we're at the 5 to 600 range, it looks like. And then this infrared one is the one that really cranks, man. Now we're gonna get up into the 700-800 degree range on this one. But boy, there we go. Overall, guys, I am super impressed with this Monument Grills. With that being said, I'm always truthful with my reviews, and there's one thing that I noticed that is not a super big deal, but it does bother me, and I have to point it out. Let me show you that in a minute. All right, guys, so the regular grates on here just slide right in, not a big deal. The one here with the round, you see we have these little tabs so you can rest this on the center, whether it's this one, whether it's the pizza stone, the griddle, you have it. And you can see it's kind of like a little bit like a puzzle here. We have the little cutouts. So when I put these together here, you can see if this one's in place, this one's a little lopsided. So then if I put this one in place, this one's a little lopsided. So I've kind of played around a little bit. I try to kind of saw like maybe I need to put it in like this and then fold it down. And I've been playing around with it for around 20 minutes. And for the life of me, I can't get these things to both hook up evenly. You can see there's a little bit of a gap here, okay? Now, when I put it on the grill, I have some flexibility where I can move this and I can still put this piece here. But you can tell there's a little bit more wiggle here. And, you know, for that reason, that's a little bit of an annoyance that these two pieces that are supposed to fit together kind of like a puzzle piece don't fit together perfectly. But let me turn off the grill. I'll put these grates back on and I'll kind of show you what I mean, how I can make it work. But that to me is, and I don't know, this just might be a fluke. Maybe this was one that just didn't line up for some reason, but I have to let you guys know when I find something that doesn't seem to work properly, and this just doesn't line up the way I hoped it would line up, okay? But again, this has nothing bad about the grill itself or how it performs. I'm very impressed with that. It's just I wish this grill grate would have fit together a little bit better. But anyway, I'm gonna turn the burners off. I'm gonna let this thing cool down. We'll come back, I'll put everything together and I'll show you what I mean. All right guys, so I have all the cast iron grates installed now. This thing's cooled down, still a little warm, but enough for me to show you. So here we go. I put the one over here and here's the other one. And what I need to do here is, you can see, it's a little hard, like this one right here, I can put it in here so it's flush. So this one is perfect, okay? But if I go on, look at the other one here, you can see that that one is actually resting, this piece is resting on top. See that? It's not clicking into place. But because of the way these fit in here, I could still lay the grates in here and I could still put this piece here. I apologize for the noise, man. They have a ton of trucks going up and down the highway. They're building a new Quick Trip, and they got some cement trucks or something coming and going. Of course, the perfect day when I decide to film. But anyway, it still works fine, guys. You know, I'm not gonna have a problem using this. It's just like I said, this one little corner right up here that's a little bit misaligned. Having that piece, that far piece, is actually sitting above the little clamp where it should be more snug and fit in place like a puzzle piece. That is the only negative I could see on the whole grill. So you know what? Like I said, it has no bearing on the grill itself. It just might be that this one piece was made incorrectly. It might be a complete fluke. I don't know. But if anyone else has this grill or has noticed a similar thing, please let me know. I'm sure Monument Grills will have something to say about it as well. But yeah, overall, that's the only thing I can say that kind of was an irritation. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna go inside. I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, guys, so something I gotta tell you. I had this video done, but Monument Grills told me not to upload it to YouTube until they release the grill. So I had it uploaded in private mode. I reached out to them because I wanted to know what date I could upload it, and they said, hey, how did things go? And I told them, hey, I love your grill, but the one thing, the grate didn't fit right. And they said, oh, okay, well, we're sorry you had that problem. The next morning I wake up and I see that it says your package has been confirmed to ship. They sent me the brand new porcelain grate. They also sent me an email apologizing, saying, you know what, we think it might have been damaged when it was shipped, and you know what, we want to make things right. So they sent me this brand new cast iron cooking grid. They also sent me, kind of as a, you know, sorry this happened, they sent me the optional cooking stone, the pizza stone, that fits in this compartment as well. So that was very nice, and it just demonstrates to me how awesome the customer service is at Monument Grills, that I didn't even ask them to send me this. I just said, yeah, it didn't fit very well, but I'll make it work. They took it upon themselves to send it to me. So give me a second, I'm gonna open this box, we're gonna make sure this set fits correctly, and then I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. Be back in a second. All right, guys, fresh out of the box. Here is the one side of the grate. Here is the other side of the grate. Let's see how these hook up. Look at that, guys. Just like it was intended. Straight line on both sides, they fit perfectly. So you know what? I did notice one of the boxes when it came was bashed in. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe it just bent one of these posts a little bit so it wouldn't fit properly. And then we'll put the middle one in there. Perfect. I would show you this out on the grill, but it's pouring rain right now, so I'm not going to do that. But again, man, Monument Grills didn't have to do this. I mean, they sent me this grill for free, so, you know, if I was a paying customer, I'd probably be upset. But all I did was communicate with them, and they sent it out, you know, no questions asked. And they also sent me this optional pizza stone that you can put in here. Now, I want to note that when you buy the grill, the only thing that comes with it is this round grate here. This is at an additional cost that you can buy on their website. The pizza stone, they also have a griddle, which is at an additional cost, and they also have a searing grate, which has that crisp cut pattern at an additional cost, okay? Besides that, everything with this grill comes included. So I would highly recommend picking up one of these pizza stones and one of those searing grates and one of the griddles. If you don't have a Blackstone, you want to kind of experiment with a smash burger or something like that, I definitely would pick it up. But I'm so glad this fits fine. You know, guys, I'm going to meet you downstairs and give you my final thoughts. All right, so now I'm going to give you my final thoughts on the Monument Grills Denali 605 Pro. Now, there are tons of things I love about this gas grill, guys, okay? So I'm just going to go over a list of them here, okay? The 6 burners, you know, 5 regular and the 1 infrared. Awesome to have that 1 infrared built into the gas grill for extra hot sear. I love that full-size clear view lid. I didn't think I was going to like that at first, but now having used it on my old Denali last year, now I kind of would feel like I'm missing out if I got a new gas grill without having the ability to look in without lifting the lid. So I really love that. I love this stainless steel firebox, you know, with those improved flame tamers. They're putting out more heat, and that stainless steel firebox is going to be very durable and easy to keep clean. I love the cast iron grates. They are definitely superior grate to have in any kind of grill, because once you heat them up, they have great heat distribution. And of course, they're nice to have that nice sear mark on a steak or chicken or whatever it is you're grilling. I love that removable round grate that you can place right over that infrared burner. What a great idea, and another example of Monument Grills kind of thinking outside the box. And having the ability to buy the optional pizza stone and griddle just makes your griddle a more versatile cooking machine, because now you can cook pizzas in your gas grill, or with the griddle attachment you can make pancakes, eggs, bacon, what have you. Another great feature of Monument Grills. I love the temperature display with the Bluetooth control via your phone, so you can kind of keep track of the temperature not only of the grill but of the food you're cooking. And I love the fact that they give you the 2 meat probes as well. And that Type-C interface where you can plug in a battery pack to charge the unit if your batteries go dead, another great idea. The color coordinated LED knobs, those are very nice. Now I know that's kind of gimmicky, and in most situations if you're out in the middle of the afternoon and the sun is shining, you're not going to be able to see them. But you know what, if you're late at night or dusk time, to be able to see at a moment's notice, if it's white it's off, if it's orange it's medium heat, and if it's red it's high heat, having that ability to see that from across the yard, another great feature. I love the fact now that we have the upgraded battery pack with the 4D batteries. It's going to give you up to 21 hours of running time compared to a much shorter time with the AA batteries that the old Denali had. I love that slide out propane tank. I mean, I have a bad back, and one thing I always do when I'm done cooking is I turn the valve on my propane tank, and sometimes I forget, is it left to turn it off or right to turn it off? Being able to just pull that tray out, see the top, turn it, tighten it, close it, slide it back in. Super great feature, as well as making it much more convenient when I actually have to take the tank out or put a new tank in. Having that ability to not have to get down on my hands and knees is a great feature. I love that searing station, the 12,000 BTU searing station on the left side of the grill. Man, am I looking forward to use this, especially with some sous vide steaks. I think this is going to be a great way for me to put a hot sear on something I just sous vide cooked without having to fire up all 6 burners in the regular grill. Another great idea. The slide out grease tray underneath is going to help me keep everything clean. I'm going to line it with foil. When I get some grease drippings from cooking burgers or steaks, I'm just going to take the foil out, throw it away, put a new sheet of foil. It's going to help me keep that grill super clean. And of course, I love all the extras Monument Grills throws in with this thing at no additional cost, okay? You get the grill cover, you get the rotisserie kit with a total of 4 of the meat hooks, and you get the 2 temperature probes. And then the optional things you can purchase are the pizza stone and the griddle and that grate specifically for searing. So, you know what, if you think you're going to use those, I would definitely recommend buying those because they're going to add more versatility to the grill overall. Okay guys, the only disadvantage I have initially, and you saw, was that cast iron grate fitment where that round piece went. And you know what, it's also a positive because once I reached out to Monument Grills and they heard the problem, I woke up the next day, I got an email saying my package is on the way, and then I got another email from Monument Grills saying, hey, we're going to send you a brand new one. We apologize, it was damaged in the shipping. And as a kind of a thank you, we're also going to send you that optional pizza stone. Thank you, Monument Grills, because now I'm going to be able to use my gas grill as a pizza oven as well. So guys, stay tuned for some videos. I'm definitely going to try to cook a pizza on it as well. So overall, guys, I have no problem recommending Monument Grills. If you're in the market for a new grill, don't spend $2,000-$3,000 buying an overpriced grill from another manufacturer when you can get all the same features from Monument Grills at a much less expensive price. If the 605 Pro is a little bit too much for your needs, they have a wide variety of other grills and other sizes that you can get. They got 2-burner grills you can put if you live in an apartment on a patio or something like that. But definitely do yourself a favor and check them out before you make a purchase, because if you don't, you're probably going to be paying too much and be not getting the same features that Monument Grills offers. As always, guys, I appreciate you stopping by and watching my video. If you like it, please hit the like button. This logo on my shirt here, it's down in the bottom corner of the screen. If you click on that, it allows you to subscribe to my channel. Please do that because it really helps my channel grow. And then I'll leave a link above and below to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. That's where you can check out all my cooking videos. I put photos, I put the full instructions on how to cook them, the measurements, and of course links to the video so you can watch me cooking it. As always, guys, I appreciate your continued support. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.